What's up, YouTube? So this video I'm making is about the firmware update for the Prime 4, Denon Prime 4. So I did the update over the internet without using a computer or anything, just using the built-in Wi-Fi that's in the unit. And I thought everything was fine. I loaded a couple of songs, tried out a few things, worked okay. But then recently I was recording a mix on it. I tried it different ways. I was recording on the USB, and I tried recording on a separate computer using Audacity, and still I was getting on my mixes. And while I was doing it, I heard it. I couldn't figure out what it was. So basically what it was doing was, and first of all, let me tell you, it's 1.6.2. That's the firmware update that I did. And I did it over the Wi-Fi. And I thought everything was fine, but it wasn't. As I was mixing, I would throw in the song right on time. And it's going, it's blending. And then it would just all of a sudden go off beat. So I started to play the song separately, and I'm going through the file, and it did it again. It's almost like if somebody just touched the platter and let it go, like paused it real quick and then let it go. It was doing that, and it did it a few times. So I went back to the same track, and I listened to it, and it was doing it in different spots. So I tried different tracks, and different tracks are doing it. Tracks that were fine before that I can play, and this is all in standalone because this is how I use the Prime 4. I like it best in standalone. So I was thinking, fuck, like the unit's messed up. I'm gonna have to go back to now another firmware update and downgrade. And, but before I did that, I thought about something. Well, actually, before anything, let me go back. I'm getting ahead of myself. I called Denon customer support, and they were excellent. You know, they take their time, they listen to you, they take their time giving you ideas on what to try. So I told them I had my music in this. I have it inside the unit. I have an SSD drive, but that's for like collections that I have. They're different crates that I keep there all the time. For the new updated stuff, I just use the Engine Prime software, and I load it into one of these. Now, I explained to him what I was playing on, and he told me that it could be the little adapter that I'm using. He said, try loading it up to like just a direct USB right into there without an adapter. I tried that, still did the same thing. So it wasn't that, it wasn't the SD card, micro SD card, doesn't matter, you can use anything on these three slots. So I said, before I downgrade to a earlier firmware, I said, I remembered, I said, I did it over the air, you know, over the Wi-Fi. So I said, let me try with the USB loader. So what I did was I got on my computer, downloaded the firmware update, the 1.6.2, but did the USB uploader. So I put it on the USB, put it in there, put it on reboot mode, it did the update, and it was gone. I played for a number of hours. I let it play while I was listening. No hiccups at all. That's gone completely. So for anybody who's using the Denon Prime or any other Prime, and you do an over the Wi-Fi update without downloading it to a computer or to a USB, if you do get that problem where it's kind of like holds back, like if somebody touched it, just holds back, and you see it blink too, the whole platter. It was doing it on the right side. That could be it. That could be your problem. It's a very easy fix. Just download it to a USB or to your computer and use the cable if you want, or use the USB, put it on reboot to install the software. You can look at different YouTube videos to do that. But yeah, that's all it was, and it works fine now. And I was really scared because if the unit stayed like this, I really wouldn't want it anymore, because this is like my main thing that I bring for mobile gigs. I mean, I have other equipment that I can use, but I like carrying just this. I have a computer on the side just for backup, but I play off of this, and I love this unit. To me, this is the #1 controller out right now, period. Yeah, I mean, I know there's some Pioneer people that, I love Pioneer too. I have an S11 right here. I have two Pioneer 1000s. So, and I've had many Pioneer controllers, but right now, in my opinion, this is the #1 controller out there. Still, people are trying to play catch up. But anyway, that's besides the point. The whole video was about that. So if you experience problems with the unit not working right after a firmware update, and you happen to do it over the Wi-Fi, it could be that you can't do it over Wi-Fi. You have to, I don't know if it lost something over the Wi-Fi, but your best bet for me was just downloading it, doing it over the USB or cabled, using your USB cable into your computer, and it took away all the problems. Now this thing back to normal, works perfect. So if you're like I was, and like trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with this thing, and don't waste your time trying to analyze it, overanalyze the music, and run a cleanup with the software, or transfer it to a different hard drive. It's not that. It was not that. What it was the firmware, and I had to just install it in a different way, and that ended my problems. So I hope this can help somebody. But let me know in the comments if this helped you out, or if you think I'm wrong, that it can't be, the over the Wi-Fi could be different than downloading it. If it wasn't that, what I'm guessing it could be was that I was a few firmwares behind, and maybe I didn't take it well. I'm not sure. I don't think it could be that, because I was in the previous software the previous firmware. So when I upgraded to the newest one, I was on the one before that. So that couldn't be it in my case either. I think what it was doing it over the Wi-Fi without actually downloading it, just downloading it directly through Wi-Fi into the unit didn't work for me. And I thought there was something wrong with the unit. But luckily, it was fine. And I love this thing. So all you Prime users, listen, don't go through all of that. Try that first before you do anything else, okay? Have a good night.